Christ had wool texture hair, right?
That's right.
What people have wool hair, my sister? We do, right? So let me ask a question. In America, do they approve of our natural look, or do we have to change?
It depends.
Yeah? You been like, okay, say you go to a job interview, right? We're gonna do two scenarios. You go to a job interview, you have your natural hair out. Do you think you'll get the job if you go there?
Depends on what the job is for.
Okay, no, I'm saying like,
But
say
I do agree that you have to.
you have to look a certain way.
Yes.
Right. So now, if you look that certain way, you got a much higher chance, right? But Christ the Messiah has wool textured hair, showing you that they don't approve of nothing written in this Bible. So what they've done to us is make sure that we do what? Take on European standards of beauty. And we take on this European way of life and this European way of thinking. You see what I'm saying? Now, to the point of, go to 1 Timothy 2:9. Because in the scriptures, it says what? That you should have your wool textured hair and be proud of that thing. You ain't got to blonde your hair. You ain't got to put colors in it. None of that. Your self-esteem was right here. Everybody got this book, right?
Bring it out.
But let's show you this. This is what else they try to do to mess with our sister's self-esteem. Read this.
1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 9.
Come on.
In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
So, modest apparel. It says that the Israelite woman, the daughters of Sarah, the daughters of God, they have to adorn themselves in modest apparel. What does modest mean, my sister?
It's covered.
Huh?
Basically covered.
Covered, right? So would it be, so it's the exact opposite of saying showing off your body or accentuating your curves, right? So why do our sisters do that today?
I don't know.
What you got on right now?
I just feel like I can.
Huh?
I just do it because I can.
Because you can, right? Okay, so is that because that's how we were brought up, or it's just like what we just always known, and we ain't know no better?
I just, because I can.
Okay.
So it's not really like nothing that I'm set to, you know what I'm saying? I can rock either way.
Right.
But when I'm hot, I just wear whatever's cool enough for me to wear, you know what I'm saying? I get it all, I get what you said. My difference with my belief is I don't believe it has no color. So that's what I believe is all the same.
You say, oh, she says it's all the same, and he has no color.
Deuteronomy 28.
Yeah, I got you. Deuteronomy 28, verse 15. So I'm gonna show you. On. Just stay a little longer. It's cool. Hey, turn the AC on. It's cool. Turn the AC on. You good. Deuteronomy 28, verse 15.
Deuteronomy 28:15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So we didn't listen to our God, because our God gave us what? A dress code. He gave us a way that we should eat, a way that we should deal civilly with our brothers, and how we should deal morally within ourselves. We did not listen to that. And we say within ourselves, well, this is just what I want to do. Or we'll say, I do it because I want to. But that's not a choice that God gave us. He said you got life and you got death. Life is the keeping of his commandments. Death is following this man, his society, and being an African American. Because if you notice, everybody that's African American ended up jail, dead, or by themselves alone. You see what I'm saying? That's what takes place. But so Moses is saying, read this again.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
So if we didn't do the law, statutes, and commandments, what will happen?
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
We will be cursed as a people. Now, my sister, the so-called blacks here in America, are we blessed or are we cursed? If you look around here today, right now, this is representative of a lot of places in America, right? Are we blessed being in environments like this? Not at all, right? So it's clear that we didn't do what? Listen to God's laws, statutes, and commandments. Now, I'm going to show you that we did. Read verse 16.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
So we will be cursed in the city. My sister, we be cursed in the city. You ever heard of kidnappings or missing women? Why do women go missing? Why do women go missing? Read that verse 41. Or read verse, 32. Thy sons and thy daughters give to another people. Read that.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
So our sons and daughters were taken from us in slavery, right? And we were taught white Jesus, we were taught Sunday worship, and we were taught to be breeders on the plantation. They made our women into harlots. That's what they called it in the scriptures. But what? They made them have a bunch of babies. Run around, have a bunch of babies. And then it was so bad that it was inbred in us that we started to do it once we got off the plantation. Back then, we knew about marriage. We knew about what? A structure, a two-parent household. Today, we don't know that thing. Today, it's single moms bringing up young boys, and then they bring them up, and well, how do they react in society? Young boys that's brought up without a dad. Is that a good thing for society or a bad thing? If they don't have a positive parent.
I don't think it's a good thing.
You don't think it's a good thing? You seen like drill music? You seen that stuff, right? And you see a bunch of little dudes on it, and they just banging, right? Do you think if they'd act like that if they had a father in their lives? Like a man that actually taught them values and morals? If not, right? So what's happening is our children, not only were they taken from us in slavery, we kept that same mentality going up until today, and it's done nothing but poison our communities. You see what I'm saying? And now, read verse 41.
Verse 41. Thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity.
So they're going to go into captivity, meaning what? They're going to be taken. And that's what I was talking about. While you walk in there, you'll see missing young girls, missing young boys, and they gone. You know what I'm saying? Why is that? Why is that? Why does our young girls come up missing? Why does that happen?
There's sick people in this world. We're in hell. This is hell.
Yes, ma'am. You were absolutely correct. But the thing is, are there things that we can change so that that doesn't happen? You know what I'm saying? So that outcome is not what's prevalent in our communities. We can change certain things. Like what? Our dress code. Our dress code. Because when men see women dressed like you right now, what do? Do they look at you and say, what's your 5-year plan? I think I want to start a family with you. Do they think that? They don't, right? They think about the now, and what they can get now, and the 3 minutes of, whatever they're going to do. That's what they do. You see what I'm saying? Now, that happens amongst the young women that get taken, same thing. They get taught, what, empty promises, lies, a feel-good message. Niggas got mouthpieces, So they telling these young girls, I'm going to take care of you, I'm going to do this and I'm going to that, and then they snatch them up and they gone. Based solely off of, she trying to show her body off, she trying to get seen. And she gets saw by who? The wrong person. This is the reality of it. So when we go back to 1 Timothy 2 and 9, I hope you didn't drop it. This is the importance of reading that thing. All right, I want to show you this. All right, sis, but look, based off this, you're an Israelite. And we got to keep God's commandments, all right? And one of his commandments is this. Read that thing, 1 Timothy 2 and 9.
1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 9. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
Our sisters got to dress modest, sis. Got to dress modest because brothers is looking. They looking, you see what I'm saying? And it's not for none of the right reasons. And they're going to try to get you drunk, they're going to try to get you high, they're going to try to take advantage of you. And that's it. And it might be cool and it might be good now, but you're going to run into the wrong person one day. Because that lifestyle, like you said, and it's funny, our sisters say ain't no good men out there, right? They'll say ain't no good men out there, but the environment that you put yourself in, is it an environment of good men? Think about it. Think about it. It's stick-up boys, kick-up boys, drug dealers, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no honor among thieves, sis. So we gotta change. We gotta change, sis.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.